Hey y'all, and welcome back to another video by UmbrasDarkness. In today's video, you guys, we have the much anticipated tier list. You guys, this is a huge group effort. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know guards at all. So that Guardian tier list, I had zero input in. I was like, those are words on a list. So shooters are my wife's thing, not my thing. I have ideas. I understand a little bit. I do play this game a lot and I study this game a lot, but I'm not perfect in shooters. And carriers, I have experience with the free-to-play ants and I have experience with some of the other ants, but I don't have experience with like Brown Rogue, White Velvet. Those aren't ants that I play against or play with. However, the people in the nerd herd, crazy people, insane people, super smart, super powerful, play against them, play with them, have the ants, are great people. So that's where the tier list comes from. Thousands of playthroughs, thousands of uses of the ants in the last however long. A little bit of speculation on the Dark Hercules part, but overall, that's where the tier list comes through. With that, we reached 3,000 subscribers, so we're going to go ahead and use tier list as the giveaway code word, and we'll be drawing the 2,900 subscriber giveaway as well. I also want to give a big shout out to Unmarked and Miss Unmarked. They're going through something personal right now. Please keep them in your thoughts and prayers if you're into that, or if that's your thing. It's rather personal what's happening to them, but I inadvertently hit them not knowing, and Miss Unmarked was super polite, super kind, and said, hey, shout me out and we'll call it all good. So huge shout out to you guys. The thoughts and prayers is my thing. After finding out what happened to them, I'll definitely keep them in mind. So anyways, you guys, we're gonna be going on to the tier list. Hope you guys enjoy. At the end, we'll do that raffle. Please, you guys, this is a tier list. It's not in any way a perfect, like, I will build my units in this order type thing. For a more comprehensive understanding, you should stop by my Discord. That's the purpose of the Discord, is to get smart people to look at other smart people's stuff, compare, contrast, figure out notes, and get it bubbled down so that way everyone's happy and has the best, most competitive teams possible. The tier lists will also be available in my Discord underneath useful data sheets. First off, you guys, a little bit different than last time. No pictures. That's because we'd rather do front line, mid row, back row. I just realized that says front line instead of front row. Oh well. We're doing it this way because there's, I want to get across, we want to get across that some ants perform really well, like Giant Tooth and Slim Arch. Best ants for front row, mid row. They're awful in the back row. Giant Tooth could technically be used in the back row as one skill disabling attack. Technically has a range of 3, you guys. But that'd be awful. And we shouldn't ever do that. So we tried to make it more comprehensive, more self-explanatory. That being said, there's a lot more data, and I'm trying to do 3 tier lists in one video. So I'm not going to be talking about it too much. If you want more understanding of why we place something somewhere, Discord, DM me. I actually got a message online. So the chat messenger line, huge shout out to that person. That was freaking cool. I've had line for like 6 months because people told me to create it, and you're the second person to ever message me on there. So that was awesome, man. Felt really, really special. I'm not gonna even lie. So that's why we're changing the tier list up a little bit in the formatting sense, and that's why these explanations are going to be a little bit shorter. Because we really, really want to try and get all of the information out today. And it should be more self-explanatory based off of the fact that all 3 rows are separated out. Alright, so first off, I want to describe the tiers: S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, F tier. Arconis described them the best he's actually the only one that really tried to describe them. Other people had like general vague ideas, but he described them the most detailed. So I'm going to steal his descriptions literally verbatim. So S tier, meta. Best chance to win based on disables, stats, offensive damage potential, and defensive damage mitigation and avoidance. A tier. Good, but not the best. Can still win some of the matches versus meta ants at a fair rate when stats are equal. B tier. Usable. Less likely to win versus meta ants. Will rely on big RNG to win versus meta ants of equal stats. C tier. Lowest chance to win versus meta ants or niche counters, counter damage skills, or reduce damage from specific types. Will require significant RNG swings to win versus meta ants of equal stats. F tier. Not optimal. Melee ants lose the ability to use 2 ranged skills from the back row. Shooters lack the effective health to make White Velvet viable. Hercules sacrifices too much damage for mitigation to be valuable anywhere but the front row. That last part about Hercules, big controversy. Again, Dark Hercules, super speculation, right? We can read the skills, but we'll see what happens on paper. No one has Dark Hercules, so there's no way to have done any game walkthrough with Dark Hercules. Alright, you guys. So, Giant Tooth, Slim Arch. Giant Tooth, Slim Arch, going to be a common theme. Going to be super... All 3 tier lists are the exact same for these 4 blocks. The back row, also very similar in that it has Giant Tooth, Slim Arch in the front 2 rows, and then a DPS unit in the back row. That's like the standard best format, best comp right now. Doesn't all have to be carriers, you guys. Mixed troops are still very viable right now. As more people develop the secondary evolution, maybe that'll change. But right now, mixed marches, totally okay. Other than that, this is very straightforward. Igmag Taylor, super bad. Golden Armor technically has a skill of range 2, 3, and 5. So if you were to pull like a Dark Giant and a Dark Giant and a Driver or something, a Slim Arched, a Dark Giant and a Slim Arched, you could technically run Golden Armor in the back row. Giant Tooth, Slim Arched, Golden Armor, right? If that was like your third ant and you had to, Golden Armor would be the only ant that you could run in the back row. And it's a free-to-play ant that you get right off the bat after logging in for 7 days. Another point of this carrier PvP tier list, this assumes that all of the ants are maxed. Not 2-star, just maxed. However, some stars were taken into account, so Golden Armor 2-starred is better than Jack Jumper 2-starred. And Golden Armor's does have 1 skill of range 2, which allows him to have a little bit more focused damage on the opponent's range 2, which is why Golden Armor makes tier A and Jack Jumper is tier B, but both are very, very good. The ranged ants that are in the front line aren't nearly as good as they should be, but if you, for some reason, only had Golden Sugar, Golden Spiny, Jack Jumper, just seeing where they line up in the front row compared to the other rows at least gives you some sort of idea of where you should put things. Alright, you guys, so that's the carrier PvP tier list. Now, for my very first one ever, you guys, Guardian tier list. Ba-bum. Alright, I'm a lot prouder than you guys are of it. I have no idea what these words mean, I'm going to be honest. This one says potato, so you know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding, you guys. The Guardian tier list, people do play Guardians that are inside of the Nerd Herd. We recently had a new member join the Nerd Herd that is a pure Guardian user. And the 2 main creators of the tier list this time, Arconis and Anti, do have Guardians T9. They use mixed units. They understand where special ants should be. They have a lot of experience with those special ants. That being said, Dark Hercules. Huge debacle. No one's sure. No one can use it. One had Dark Hercules up super high, one had Dark Hercules at super high for front row, and then F's for the other two. There was some people that talked inside the nerd herd that were like, it needs to go here and here. Super big conversation with Dark Hercules. All speculation. No one can use Dark Hercules yet because the gold ant is not real until skill 6 is unlocked. If you don't know that by now, rewatch some of my videos, please. So again, Giant Tooth, Slim Arch, Giant Tooth, Slim Arch, Parada, which is a huge DPS ant. Mimicry Master, which is a DPS and also a CC ant. Just purely a better version of Bullet Ant, but dedicated to just Guardians. Same thought process here, you guys. If you have any questions, White Velvet, this is the only time White Velvet is used, and it's not good. White Velvet is not a great ant. This is a tier list. This is based off of high-level competition, where stats are high, significant, and important. If you're dominating your server significantly, then the tier list obviously is going to change because it doesn't matter what you run. But this is for like same level genetics, same level investment in evolutions. Again, if you have any questions, please stop by my Discord. And the final tier list, you guys, the shooters. Again, Giant Tooth, Slim Arch, Giant Tooth, Slim Arch, Reap Master. Reap Master's up here because of his CCing ability. If we look at that real quick, Reap Master deals damage to one squad, 1 round of preparation, and suppress them for 2 rounds, disabling all their actions. Only special ant like this, you guys. Super good special ant. There's a reason that it's S tier for mid and back row. If it wasn't so fragile due to being like an attack-based ant on all things, it would likely be a S tier for the front row. But because it's fragile in that regard, it's not an S tier because you want a little bit of HP or defense in PvP. Again, you guys, White Velvet, F tier. Brown Rogue is down here for C tier, but comes up significantly as we go up and push farther back as it's a pure DPS, and that's what shooters like. Bullet Ant has some good CC. It's back here. It's usable technically here, but it loses a lot of its DPS. Shooters are really known for DPS. Again, you guys, this is just a quick overview of my tier list. The tier list will also be posted in the Discord. If you have any questions, please ask inside the Discord. A lot of time went into making these tier lists. I'm not trying to brush them off, but I wanted to try and get them all out inside of one video for you guys. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys enjoy the tier list. Code word for 3,000 subscribers is going to be tier list. You guys, huge shout out to the Nerd Herd for making this possible. This was an insane amount of work. A lot of time away from their families, away from their personal lives in order to help make this tier list. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it, and I am sure the rest of the community will appreciate it too. Alright, you guys, with that, we're going to go ahead and pull the 2,900 subscriber giveaway. Alright, you guys, you know how we do what we do when we do it over here for comments. Again, as I'm walking through this, right-click copy, right-click paste. We're going to filter duplicate users, include replied comments, filter comments based off specific text. Go down here to the description. Right here, tertiary unit, we can right-click copy that exact wording so that way everyone could have done the exact same thing. Paste. Again, you guys, I'm working on being able to give this outside of the continental United States. I'm hoping by the end of next week I can do that. The strongest recommendation I've gotten is PayPal. While I'm open to that, I need to find a way to protect myself. As I'm sure some people have figured out what my name is, I don't just want to give it out on a bank statement. I'm not going to lie. So I'm trying to figure out a way that I am comfortable doing that. Another one was a Steam gift card, if anyone has any experience with that. I tried looking into it, couldn't figure it out. So if anyone has any more ideas, please let me know. Anyways, tertiary unit, 2,900 subscriber giveaway. That's not good. There we go. Amount of unique comments, 39. Okay. A lot less than I was expecting, but, you know. February 13th, so the video's been out for 4 days. Still would have expected it to be a little bit higher. I don't know why. If you guys think that there's something going on or you guys aren't interested in certain things, please let me know. I can only make the content that people ask of me. So, anyways, go ahead and start the raffle. Rowan Schlemmer? Schlemmer? I hope I said that right. I probably butchered it. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I try to pronounce these things. Probably because I feel like it's respectful. Thanks for the PvP formation. It really helps all the newcomers to the game. Absolutely, Rowan. That's what my Discord's here for. That's why I'm here. That's the only reason I still make content. If it weren't for my community, if it weren't for the content that people ask of me, I probably wouldn't play. Again, huge shout out to the Nerd Herd. I'm here because they're here. If the Nerd Herd were to all quit tomorrow, I'd probably quit the next day. They're a significant inspiration to continue to play the game. Not even gonna lie. Alright, you guys. With that, again, 3,000 subscribers. Giveaway. Tier list is going to be that shout out, or is going to be that code word. Huge shout out to my Patreon. You guys rock. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you for showing me that what I'm doing is not dumb. If you guys want a free way to support me because you can't afford the Patreon or you're not interested in Patreon, please subscribe and like this video. It does wonders, you guys. Leave a comment. Literally, tier list enters you in for a free raffle of $20 Google Play gift card. Yeah. With that, you guys, you can catch me in the YouTube comments. I'm pretty active in there. You can find me on Discord. I'm the most active person on Discord. Happy to help you guys out. Or, worst case scenario, as I always say, you can catch me on server 193. We are recruiting. Until next time, you guys, stay humble, stay happy, stay hungry. Bye, y'all.